For this beautiful picture, I was looking at Mount Edgecombe. I had in mind when I was painting this sort of grounds that are near the house. I'm aware that there's quite a substantial amount of land that forms part of the estate. I kind of pictured the bit that you can see walking up towards the big house. It's lined with trees on either side. I had a quick look at the origins of the Edgecombes, and I guess like a lot of families, there's a lot of similar names: Piers, Peter, Richard. So it got a bit confusing looking back. I did see Piers Edgecombe married Joan Durnford in 1493. Relevant because there's a Durnford Street in Plymouth. What I kind of see in the image is lots of greenery, like undulating hills, with lots of spirit of nature within it. And then something that is not the sun, looks like a red autumnal leaf in the sky, looks like a sleepy old god, which could be new. To the left of the leafy god is like this tall standing leaf figure. Kind of what's happening is, even though it's kind of sleepy, it's kind of oozing this red light, which I guess feeds the nature. See fragments of it throughout. And top right, there's I guess a hill morphs into a head, I think a female figure. There's a swoosh that reaches round into that red leaf. So it's like interconnected. And that comes down to this bread bun symbol that's sort of like below the mount here. There's a closer view of that red leaf, which is probably newt. There are some symbols within that I can't quite make out, but there's a couple of faces, I think, near the bottom. And above her left eye, a symbol that looks like an N. It looks like N-E-T. And there's some different figures, sort of like within the hills, the grass. The one on the left looks a bit ram/pharaoh-like, and then like a line of them on the right, mostly with long hair. And there's a little deer in the middle. There's a deer park there. There's this kind of hill creature with a squid-type head on the left-hand side. It's quite spectrally near the bottom, ghost-like limey colour. There's a hunched figure that looks a bit like a penguin, what looks a bit like a doorway with light, right-hand side. To the left of that, there's sort of a figure reaching out its hand towards it, so that this line of people almost protecting her pathway. There's sort of some other figures here, slightly, you can see them slightly, one of which you can only see from the back. You can just about make out a face here in the limes. So it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I think this is a really beautiful image. Makes me want to go and lie down on the grass there, except it's absolutely heaving it down with rain. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.